and welcome to Real and Raw. How are we? Matt, good morning, mate. This morning we have a very special guest. That very special guest is Phil from Lavender Therapy. First, bit my words out. First of all, can you hear me okay? That's one thing I do need to check to start. Can you hear me? Bum, 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 bum. All looking good. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? Coffee. Any minute now, Phil will be joining us. I think there's only Matt that's actually with us at the moment. How are you doing, Matt? Are you well? Are you well? Let's click that onto there. There we go. Someday, good morning, someday. How are you? It is a beautiful morning, isn't it? Isn't it a beautiful morning? Today is a good day to be out in the garden and doing stuff. Claire's not here. Nice to see you're not here, Claire. Georgie's up there. He's just chilling, you know. Just chilling. Smash that like, guys. It is important. It is very important. Pom, 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 pom. How are we today? Are we all doing well? Are we all doing well? I am. I'm a very, very happy chappy. Dun, 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 dun. So as I said, today we have Phil joining us from Lavender Therapy, who are very kindly sponsoring the channel this month. And hopefully that will continue in the future. The weather's cool. It's beautiful today, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? I was actually, why is my screen small today? Because we have a guest coming on today. We have a guest coming on. Dan, good morning. And click on that one. Welcome. How are you, mate? Good to see you.
I'm good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely wonderful, mate. Fantastic indeed. So we've got a few people in the chat. What we're going to do is wait for a few more to join because we should get a few more to start with. If you would like to just introduce yourself and a little bit about Lavender Therapy to just get us started, that'd be cool.
Yes, I'm Phil, the owner of Lavender Therapy. Built the website about 5 years ago now. Originally started training, doing hypnotherapy, but then led on to doing other training such as person-centered counselling, CBT, and all that business.
Lovely. And I've got loads of questions in front of me that I can ask, but what I am going to do is I'm going to open it up to everybody in the chat to start with. So if you are just joining us, good morning, welcome. It's good to see you. Please do drop any comments into the chat below and get some questions in. Let's see where we can go. Do you have any questions about therapy? Have you ever done therapy? If you have, how did it work for you? And would you be interested in going into therapy again if you was going to see the right therapist? Because that's an important thing as far as I'm concerned. If you're not seeing a therapist that is suitable for you, I don't think it's going to work. So you definitely have to make sure that you're with the right therapist.
That's what we help with a lot. It's one of the things where we got our award for. I think it was because what we do is we speak to the client first, and then we spend a bit of time, which is completely free, understanding what it is they require, and then we choose what therapist is suited.
Yeah, and congratulations on that, mate. Lavender Therapy actually won an award this year for, I believe it was Therapist of the Year.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
online
Yeah.
therapist, yeah, of the year. Yeah, this is good. You can see the photos. Got some nice photos out of it.
Can you see the chat? Okay.
Yeah, I can see morning. Someone say morning.
Lots of people say morning. I have a question. Would you agree Rob has an epic beard? The beard is coming back. It is coming back. So not long ago, I used to get a lot of impulsive thoughts. And I would just do random things really impulsively. So I grew the beard as a tribute to my dad, because I never ever saw my dad without a beard. Never in my life. And I decided that's what I was going to do. And then one day I just decided, right, okay, I'm going to shave it. And I shaved it off and instantly regret it. Instantly. It's now coming back. Thank you, David. Interesting question. Share your joy. I had the privilege of going on one of the world's leading centres dealing with childhood trauma. Cognitive behaviour therapy is wonderfully effective. Okay.
Just in answer to that, it's not only for the UK. Our therapists are in the UK, although one of our therapists is moving over to New Zealand. So, but yeah, you can log in anywhere in the world.
That would be absolutely fantastic. We've actually got a member that is in Australia, and she's currently doing. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but she's doing therapy. Not going through therapy. She's learning about therapy.
Yeah,
Hello. My wife's just walked in. So she's doing a course for to be able to become a therapist. So that could be something else that could be useful in the future as she goes through her training. She's a little way of it in now, so that could be a good thing. Becky, good morning. Chard, good morning. Lovely to see you all. How are you this morning, Beast?
Hot, but well, thank you. You all right, my darling?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Have you worked with EMDR, Phil? I'm guessing that one's for you.
yeah, I prefer hypnotherapy over it. Is this short answer on that one?
Is there a particular reason for that one?
Well, one thing I remember someone saying to me, and I did therapy before, before and during being a therapist myself, is well, basically when I was 17, I lost my dad, and that was like
Yeah.
my big thing, if you like. That was my big thing. And I remember when I was really deeply depressed, I went to somebody and they said it'll get worse before it'll get better. So they said as part of the therapy, you'll feel worse before you feel better. And I remember thinking, if I feel any worse, that's it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that's why with hypnotherapy, the way the way I do it, other people do it differently. It's all about feeling better straight away.
Yeah.
And
Obviously, as you know, you did a hypnotherapy session with me yesterday.
yeah,
And I asked about it beforehand and how it would work. And you said the only way you can explain is for you to try it first. And I understand why now, because when my wife asked me about it last night, I was like, well, I don't really know how to tell you, but it seemed to be. Thank you very much, Noodle. Appreciate you. It seemed to be more along the lines of a meditation.
it was what we did was a hypnotherapy into a meditation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
and And the reason I find that works really well is some people, or everybody really to an extent, would struggle to go deep into a meditation by standard. Whereas by first of all being in a more hypnotic trance, then leading into the meditation, it just takes you a lot deeper.
Yeah, definitely. I thoroughly enjoyed yesterday's session, to be honest. I felt so much more relaxed afterwards and just chilled. Until I went out in the garden and then I had stuff to do, and that was really difficult. But I do apologise, I interrupted you, so do carry on what you were saying.
That's okay. I was just thinking we said we was going to video it, didn't we? But we forgot.
We
We was
did,
going to
we
actually
did.
record it.
We could actually, now I know what it involves, we could actually do it on a live one day.
Wow. Yeah.
That could work. I'm sure, I don't know, maybe the guys in the chat can tell us if that would be something that they would like to see, just to see what it is that they're up against and what they're facing if they was to go ahead and do it. Noodle, thank you again. Very kind. Well, look at all these coming in. Top man. Or woman, maybe. I can't remember. You find meditation hard as you can't switch off the mind. Becky, I feel that completely. I've been there. I find that at night time.
Which is exactly the point that I made. Doing the hypnotherapy into a meditation enables you to go into the meditation more effectively.
Yeah. Bandit, good morning. Roy, good morning. 9.76 out of 10. Nice. That's a really good mood, mate. Really good mood. What can make it a 10? Robert, good morning. You got 1,000 points, may as well spend them. Fair enough, Noodle, and I appreciate it, mate. I really do. Alpha male grade A beef on screen. Be warned, Phil. We will get trolls. We will get the trolls.
I'm looking forward to it. At the comedy club, I always like sitting at the front and just getting absolutely ripped to pieces. I don't mind that at all.
We often get them in and they try and roast me.
Yeah.
I'm Gen X. There's not much roasting with the Gen X. We just sort of throw it back. So yeah, be warned. Be warned. Who we got? MJ Electrical. How you doing, mate? Bum, 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 bum. Do we have any more questions? Sunday, do you have any questions for us today?
I did see one question earlier was asking whether people do any funny stories during hypnotherapy. The short answer is no.
No.
The short answer to that one, not really. I think if you could try and explain what it was like. I mean,
Yeah.
really, you're not talking much, are you, during the hypnotherapy?
No, I expected to be completely unaware of what was going on during the hypnotherapy. I thought that I would be in some sort of a trance and not know what's going on and not be aware of anything as such. But it wasn't like that at all. It was literally just a really deep state of relaxation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good.
And interesting you say that, actually, because something I say about therapy is if you think about it, in any time you've ever had an issue in life, if you was able to deeply relax through it, can you see it wouldn't be an issue? I think we might.
Yes.
That's put that to the chat. So that's think. Anytime you've ever had an issue in life, can you see that deeply relaxing through it would actually solve it?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I mean, it may not make the problem go away, but what it does do, what I found yesterday, was you're just sort of in that moment, and it just makes such a difference. Such a difference. Let's see what else we've got. Are these two depressed? You make a living off being depressed? No,
No,
that is not
I'm
right.
not.
So
I'm not depressed right now. I am very hot. I've got to say, this morning I am very hot.
I'm lucky. I'm sat right next to the window, which is quite nicely open with a nice breeze coming in, so I'm okay. What else have we got? Can I send you $5 for some food, please? Well, I'm sorry, no, I can't do that. I don't do sending people money for subscriptions.
So just
I
in that
found that
response,
too. I was incredibly lucid during my hypnotherapy session. That's really good.
yeah.
Did you share your joy? Did you enjoy that? Did you feel so much better afterwards? Did you completely relax afterwards?
Just if I can just, there's a good question here. Can you make people do things they wouldn't normally do if they weren't hypnotized? So we don't make anyone do anything. We assist people doing what they want to do.
Brilliant
So
answer. Roy, go ahead, mate. What? Did you hear the dog bark?
Yeah.
It's typical. My wife would rather deal with animals than people. So would I, to be fair.
well, there's a good question. I hear a lot. Dogs are better than kids. So I just wonder what if anyone shares that opinion. There's no pocket watch involved.
No,
No, no.
none of that. None of
And
that, Mason.
just one of the things, just touching back on what someone said there about are we trying to make people depressed to get more followers? It's actually the opposite. We're actually trying to assist people have a higher mindset or a higher
Definitely.
conscious level.
Yeah, to be able to, I'd say, come out of the depressive state. When you're in that position, it takes a while for it to sink in that you are actually in that place. But when it does sink in and you realize, Bandit, good morning. When you realize that you're in that position, it's really difficult to bring yourself out of it because you've got a vicious circle. You've got anxiety that's keeping you awake at night. So then you're not sleeping. So you're getting up in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed because you're so tired and everything just seems so difficult. And it's a vicious circle. And the more tired you get, the more anxious you get. And the more anxious you get, the less you sleep and the more depressive you become. So it is a vicious circle.
Can hypnotherapy help with phantom limb pains? I normally just walk around to ease it off. Hypnotherapy can majorly help with all types of pain management. The way I'd explain
How
that,
would that work? Can I ask, Phil?
yeah. So if you think about it, every pain that you feel is a trigger in the mind. It's a
Yep.
sensor. So what we can do during hypnotherapy is we can actually alter them sensors.
Right.
The way
Okay.
I think I explained it yesterday, you know, like the sensor in your car that comes on and it
Yeah,
says
you did. Yeah.
engine management light. Often what happens is that engine management light comes on, but then it's not been switched off. So
Yeah.
sometimes we just need to switch that signal off, and we can do that during hypnotherapy.
There's Roy's question. When people question hypnotherapy, how do you explain what's actually going on inside the brain stuff? Um, Honestly, how is it any different from just meditating deeply and doing standard talk therapy?
Okay, so it's not that much different to meditating deeply at all. Not that much different at all. And in terms of doing standard talk therapy, it's different because we've got five brainwave patterns: delta when we're sleeping, theta just waking up, alpha when we're relaxed, uh, beta when we're problem solving, and gamma if we started to panic. So if we're doing normal therapy, that would tend to be a high brainwave pattern. Whereas when we're doing hypnotherapy, what we're doing first is we're first slowing things down and going into a more relaxed, slower brainwave pattern. That can help a lot with if you imagine you want to talk about something that's really emotional, you might find that hard to do with standard talking therapy. However, if you first of all go into a light trance and then do it, you can find it easier to process.
Mason says so. Basically, an OBD scan. So yeah, pretty much, mate. Pretty much. It's from what I experienced yesterday, it's very similar. Do we have any more questions from the chat? We are 20 minutes in, guys. Don't forget to smash that like. Every like does help the channel, and it pushes it out there with the algorithm.
Just
Becky
someone
said
there.
that she struggles to talk about the feelings and emotions.
So there's an example. I mean, we're talking about hypnotherapy a lot today. I know it's not all about hypnotherapy. It's just, but it has just become relevant with the chat today. There's another good example. If you first of all put into a light trance and conduct the session under hypnotherapy, you're going to find it easier to talk about things.
Definitely. Follow it from Roy. It might take him a minute. It's really triggering for you. Someday, obviously, I know a little bit of your history. Please do get in the comments. Tell us what's going on. Because again, I do know a little bit of Sunday's history, so it is going to be a bit difficult for her. I should imagine. How do you think hypnotherapy holds up under clinical scrutiny? What's the most measurable evidence that proves it works as a therapeutic tool?
Let me think about that question. So let me just read that again. How do you think hypnotherapy holds up under clinical scrutiny?
Morning, Jack.
I think the main point is understanding the concept that any situation that you've been in that's been an issue, if you was able to relax through it, it simply would be better. So hypnotherapy is a way to be able to relax more effectively. And that can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
And it's without the use of medication.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. What would you say to people that have been through a lot of issues medically where they've had some sort of operation removing tumors, things like that, and they've been given therapy up to a point and then just stopped? So everything has been sort of brought out in the open and it's raw, and then all of a sudden there's no more support. How would people go about dealing with that?
Yeah, I think what you're referring to is where therapy is done through the NHS. Is that? Yeah.
Indeed, yes.
Unfortunately, that is the issue. That's why there is the advantage. If you go to a private therapist, then you potentially building a lifelong contact, and you can go to them anytime when you need it. I always say, to me, having a therapist is a bit like having RAC. Is getting to
Okay.
know and find the therapist that's right for you first, prior to having the problems, is the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you imagine now you're having a panic attack, do you want to go and look around and find a therapist and search all the different people? You really, at that
No,
point, you
that's
want
right.
to have already got your therapist in place.
Yeah.
So yeah, in answer to that question, that's an obvious advantage of private therapy.
Yeah. Have I done hypnotic therapy? Hypnotherapy? Yeah, I tried it yesterday, VK. It was really, really good. I felt so much better afterwards, if I'm completely honest. Sam, good morning. Thank you for popping in. What's ARC? RAC. RAC is.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to
so
remember it's not everybody in the UK. So it's basically a breakdown service,
yeah,
if that makes sense. Lizzie, good morning.
to explain the point I'm getting there is, if you've got your car, you'd want to know that you've got an emergency breakdown service. So can you see that mentally, it's a good idea to have your emergency breakdown service in place.
Yeah, I went AAA in the States. Okay, there we go. When I first started with my anxiety, depression, I would get very bad tummy pain. Morning, Annie. Good to see you. This is Phil.
Hi.
Bad thoughts hitting hard and fast, trying to control them. I'm right back there. Yeah, I understand it someday. So, Phil, a little bit of insight with someday. I know she won't mind me telling you this. She's been very open about it in the chat. She went to see a therapist many years ago, and she was actually abused by said therapist. So it's going to be very difficult for someday to be able to get involved in this. But fair play, she's making a fantastic effort to be here.
Yeah, and feel free to ask me any questions if I can help with that at all. I think it's one of them things in life. There's good policemen, there's bad policemen, there's good vicars, there's bad vicars. You know, there's good anything or bad anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Annie said she can't start, but going to watch it back later on. That's nice. Thank you, Annie. And she would love to venture into your treatment in Australia.
Very nice.
And Annie is who is going through the courses at the moment for becoming a therapist.
Fantastic.
So that's do we have any more questions from the chat? Do you have any questions? No. That's not right. You know, you normally got something to say about something.
I'm just a big puddle on the chair right now, so I'm.
Oh, are you too hot?
Yeah.
It's not just me then.
No, it's not just you. I'm
No.
okay. I'm lovely and cool. Never be silenced. Indeed, someday. Never be silenced. I do have some questions here. How can somebody tell when it might be time to ask for support?
As I said, thank you for that comment. By the way, just read that. As I say, I think the best way is to be proactive. Obviously, at any time you can get support, but the best thing is to have that support in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll know if your head feels like it's falling off the edge of a cliff. You're going to know. Yeah, and really at that time you already want to really have something in place. So that's the biggest tip I could give anyone is, you know, don't wait for there to be a problem before you see a therapist.
There is a fantastic question. Has anyone ever been cured from being mentally unwell? If so, how can this be recognized? I want to comment on that actually. So I've always been under the impression that there is no cure to depression, and it's always at the back of your mind. However, it can be controlled. I believe we talked about this a day or two ago, Phil.
Yeah. As therapists, we have to be wary of the word cure. Cure's not a word we can really use, and there's reasons for that. Initially, there's not necessarily an illness in the first place. So, for example, obviously it varies depending on person to person, but that says someone says they want a cure to anxiety. With no, anxiety is a feeling that we have. Feeling depressed is a feeling that we have. Um, so curing it isn't the right. We can't use the word cure if that makes sense. It's about managing it. In terms of depression, I think there's a really interesting thing to understand is in order for us to be depressed, our body has to be pumping us with depressants. Yeah. So the question would be, why is our body pumping us with depressants?
Yeah, definitely. We got a question from Becky. When my dad passed, I had delayed emotions and grief. Is that normal? I would say yes, definitely normal. I had exactly the same. I believe you had exactly the same, didn't you?
Yeah, when my son passed away, I didn't feel anything apart from numbness.
Yeah.
And then when everybody else had dealt with it, it sort of
It
hit
was
me.
really raw for you then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that is absolutely normal. Yeah.
And you can have a delay of years, just to put that in.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was about 11 months.
Yeah. It was a long time.
'Cause I
And
felt-
even now, it's still quite raw for you now, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's I then felt a guilt because I didn't feel anything.
Yeah. But that's just, I think that's just a normal reaction, especially in your line of work as well, because you've done your line of work for a long time. So, especially in your line of work, you have to hold off any emotion and things like that for your job. So, it does make complete sense. I did just see another comment. I was told management for my CPTSD and chronic anxiety. There's no cure.
Surely there's tools to help. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Go on, Phil.
there's no cure from being human. I think is a way to consider it. We're not trying to not be human.
What was you trying to say?
No, there's just tools.
Tools, indeed.
Yeah.
Coping mechanisms.
Somebody asked what is my PayPal. The PayPal is linked in my channel description if anybody wants that. Feel free. Thank you very much. It's like there's no cure.
I've just seen the questions come up a couple of times. So it's about management, right? Yes, I mean, yes, I would say it is all about management, and it's about managing your mind. Thoughts first, feelings second. So if you're in control of your mind, if you're able to manage your mind, then you're going to be able to manage your emotions retrospectively.
Indeed. You asked me a couple of questions yesterday. I can't remember exactly what it was. Am I in control of my hand? Am I in control of things
Shall we
like
do it
that?
now?
So,
We could
yeah,
do it
sure.
as
Let's do
well,
that.
right? Yeah, we'll replay that one because everyone else can have a go at this at home as well if they want to do it at the same time. So first of all we do is we just start by looking at a hand. So if you want to demonstrate, Rob, all you're doing is looking at your hand, and then all we need to do is just see, or what we should notice is, suddenly by looking at your hand, you suddenly start to feel sensation in your hand. So all you're doing is focusing your attention on that sensation. If you can't feel sensation, you can just tap your hand to force some sensation, or you can ask yourself the question, what temperature is my hand? Now, what you should find interesting is that you can't concentrate on the sensation in your hand and your thoughts at the same time. I'm wondering if anyone else is doing this. They can't type while doing this. That's the thing. They can't tell us, can they?
No. Have we got anybody else that's taking part in this? Anybody else trying it? You can do it at home. It's easy enough to do. We don't need to see you. They had to do mirror box therapy one time. Yeah, we got no one replying to that now. Is there anybody else trying this?
I want to know if anyone believes that they can actually focus on the sensation in the hand and the thoughts at the same time, or whether everybody's agreeing that it's impossible.
Yeah, I can't do it. Woody, you're doing it. Brilliant. Can you do that, Woody? Can you concentrate on your hand and your thoughts at the same time? You think you do both?
So when you're thinking you're doing both, you're focusing on your thoughts.
Yeah. No, you can't. It's impossible. There you go.
Yeah, that's good. So I think there's a general agreement on that then. So that's good.
Yeah.
So here's the interesting thing. My hand has been numb for years and don't feel temperature. I can see how that could. Maybe you could try a different part, focusing on a different part of your body. What this proves is we can't be our mind. We can't be our mind, because we can focus our attention on a sensation on the body, or we can focus our attention on our thoughts. Therefore, we have to be the entity that's paying attention.
So is that like when I'm at work and I have to keep my composure?
Yep.
And I feel my emotions getting the better of me, I then do my times tables, which is like my weakest subject, because my mind can't feel and think
At the same time.
time. Is that the same sort of principle?
I should imagine it is.
Yeah, that's similar. When you're doing your times table, you're actually paying attention to your mind, but you're filling your mind up with something else to not give it room for the things that you don't want. That's the strategy that you're doing there.
Yeah.
Whereas what people ideally generally want is they want the mind to be at peace. Often people will say, I wish my mind would leave me alone. So if we pay attention to something else, so another way you could do it, you literally, if anyone's familiar with Eckhart, he will say this all the time, look around the room. If you're looking around the room and taking in what you're looking at, you're not paying attention to your own thoughts.
Yeah. Which brings us into Annie's comment, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method.
Yeah, exactly. It's very effective.
Indeed. Sam said this is a very challenging conversation. May I ask what it is that's challenging about it, Sam? Would you like to share that? Sorry, my dog having a drink. You can't sit in silence. Denny, good morning.
Just an interesting one on there. Notice what the words that are being said there is, I can't sit in silence. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if she said the words, I can sit in silence.
You can't. You can never be just in silence, even if you need to sleep. It's interesting. Interesting.
Is that because of thoughts?
Yeah, she just said she can, but then she gets constant flashbacks.
Okay, so you don't want to be them because you don't want the flashbacks. Is that what we're saying here?
Roy says, Rob, I like this dude. It's horrible and you can spiral. I can get that completely. I can completely understand that. And I suspect that with CPTSD, I don't think that there's any getting away from the cause of CPTSD. I think it's more going to be about managing how that affects you.
Well, I consider that's do it this way, and just consider this fact. Imagine man or woman has gone to war, yeah, explosions, killing people, seeing friends getting killed, horrific things being seen. Yeah, it's easy to imagine that. Then comes back home, and then starts having the problems. So why do they have the problems when they get home? And yet they didn't when it was happening.
They're stuck in that moment, aren't they? Excuse me.
So they're
When it's
stuck
happened. Thank
in the
you, Claire.
past,
Yeah,
and maybe need to just process that, not avoid it, just process what happened, and then bring yourself back to the present day. And then once you've
yeah,
processed
remembering.
it, see what's around you now, because it's always, you know, worth considering. If you thought about a situation like that war example, you'd think that you'd be really happy to be home, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You know, the war is over, kind of thing.
indeed.
It's just the mind needing to realize that the war is over.
So Becky's CPTSD is more on a personal level than you know, that sort of war type thing.
Mhm.
So it is from a different kind of trauma.
And
So
often it's better to talk about something different, because then it's not
yeah,
triggering. Yeah. So we're
indeed,
talking about something different, but still the principle for the mind that might help her, if she's listening, that could help right now.
definitely. Matt said when you're in fight, adrenaline is going. Yeah, my ears are ringing. I have to have sound everywhere because then it cuts the hypervigilance. That's interesting. It's very tiring and exhausting. Then not sleeping because the slightest sound put you straight. Okay. I'm guessing that someday couldn't get all of the sentence into one comment. So we'll have to come back to that one in a minute when she's finished typing. It's hard to take the mind out of the action.
Yeah, we don't want to take the mind out of action. The mind is a very useful tool. We just want to use it effectively. If we imagine a computer, and all of a sudden it was full of viruses, you know, it'd be a
Yeah.
nightmare. You'd have all these things popping up. Yeah. All we need to do is get rid of all them viruses and realize we've got a working computer, and then we use that computer the way we want to use it instead of it using us.
Yeah. Illegal migration and CPTSD effect on the wider society. Illegal migration.
I'm just going to move on to the next question, if that's all right. When I'm in fight mode, how can I deal with that? Recognize that you've got this energy and don't waste it. Basically, I'm going to give I'm going to give a silly example. Yeah. So, what a lot of people do is they get angry and they do this. Yeah, like a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. Try and do what I just do then. Just try and shake your hands like that and see how much energy, how difficult that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we've got this adrenaline pumping through our body, if we suddenly just meditated on it instead, all of a sudden we've got all this energy flowing that is useful. We don't need to have a
Right.
tantrum.
The therapist just confirmed that computers are sentient.
So
Let's come back to someday.
someone
Uh,
said, oh, go on, you go first.
my ears are ringing. I have to have sound everywhere because then it cuts the hypervigilance. It's all very tiring and exhausting. Then not sleeping because the slightest sound puts me straight back to where stuff happened. Facing the fear is a must now. Pushing forward.
Going through fear barriers is what I would say meditation is all about. So um, there's complexities there. So you can utilize hypnotherapy to assist with that type of thing. Can't guarantee anything. I want to be really clear. Can't guarantee or
Yeah.
promise anything.
Someday, do you think that you would be open to seeing if you could go through some sort of online therapy. I know that you've got problems with therapists in general, but as Phil did say, there's bad policemen, there's bad vicars, there's bad of every kind of people, really. So it's not everybody is bad, as you know. I mean, look at me. I might be a bit of an arse sometimes, but I'm not bad. That's good, but I'm with people. But if I'm with people around, I'm sure they see my fear. Claire, they can't see anything. They can only see the tip of the iceberg. So if you imagine that the way you're feeling is an iceberg, they see what is at the tip. They don't see everything that's underneath the water level. So you picture a triangle and then a water level. They see the very tip and whatever it is that you put out. They don't see what's going on underneath. I can't describe it any better than that, other than an iceberg. Maybe you can expand on that a little bit, Phil. Do you think that's a good way of looking at things?
Yeah, but as you know, I'd like to look at things from a conscious level perspective. So I think there's,
Yeah.
if I remember right, 14 different conscious levels. So if you're experiencing fear and anxiety, that's a conscious level. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other person, just recognize that the other person that you're referring, that's being referred to, is in their conscious level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try and see that. Try and recognize that they're not in yours; they're in theirs.
Indeed. Denny, thanks for popping in, mate. You take care. Let's move on to another question. Really important one, actually.
I like that. The Rob Show is my therapy. That is fantastic. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bear with me 1 second. I might freeze for a second, but I will be back.
Have a good day too. Did that
That's
freezing
okay. Sorry about
cool you down? Did that freezing
Sorry?
cool you down?
that. If only. You want know more about the computers?
No more
There's
about the
not much to
computer.
know about computers these days.
RAM and hard drive is a good thing to know about.
Indeed. I don't know much about computers these days. It's changed too much.
I agree. We only control our consciousness, not others. I 100% agree with that.
Indeed. Who's this other gentleman? So this is that Aaron? That's got to be Aaron with that name. It's got to be Aaron. Aaron, this is Phil. Phil is the owner of our sponsors, Lavender Therapy, and he is a therapist. Cooling tip: a fan and ice block help. It does someday. We haven't even got a fan in the house, have we?
No,
Is there one out there?
no, I gave it to Izzy for uni.
Oh, we share a brain. Do you think so?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're sharing our brains right now. Correct.
Indeed, yeah. Claire, that's rude. I look so much better unshaven. Just saying.
I agree.
What, unshaven? Thank you.
No, shaven.
Rude. What's all this? On cuff. Welcome. I'm here. What's the topic today? So it's a Q&A, mate, basically. So what we're doing is opening the chat to you guys to ask questions and to move forward. What's the goal of therapy? The goal is to feel better.
But the
It's
goal
always the goal.
the goal is what the client wants the goal to be. That's really important. The goal is what the client wants to be.
Yeah. If we're sharing brains, let me apologise to everyone for what they're seeing in mine. Roy, I dread to think what's going on in yours. Do you feel therapy is accessible for most people? That's a good question for you there, Phil.
Yeah, so therapy is, because first of all, let's understand what the word therapy means. So therapy can be going for a game of golf. Therapy can be going for a walk. So therapy is always available for people if they understand what therapy is. Now, there's different types of therapy like counseling, hypnotherapy, golf. As I mentioned, I don't play golf, by the way. It's understanding
Oh, I
what
don't know if I
therapy.
can believe that.
Yeah, what your nice one of your nice readers, followers, subscribers. I don't know how you refer to them. These nice people that are here with us said, "Is this
Subs.
therapy for them?"
Indeed, yeah. I mean, as you said a couple of days ago, I'm basically doing the job here as a therapist. Although I'm not a therapist per se because I'm not trained, I'm still sort of helping people out the best way that I can. Batty Crazy, good morning. On Cuff, good morning. Annie, sleep well, mate. Lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. You like the shirts? Which one? Mine or Phil's?
Mini golf is
Um,
can be quite frustrating, apparently. I know.
Indeed. Indeed. This is the Dave cult. Yeah. My wife is known as Dave on here. Both. My shirt's a little bit special. If you've seen the movie, you'll know why. Claire knows. Thank you very much for being here. It is challenging.
You're welcome.
You're
And,
very
and
welcome, Stephen. So let's move on to another question. How can friends or family support someone who's struggling?
listen.
Anyone in the chat would like to know or like to try and answer that question before Phil gives his answer? If one of your family are struggling, how would you help them, assuming that there's people around you? There we go. Someday. Thank you, Lavender Man. A lived experience group, indeed. Much love, Annie. Thank you. Nope. Okay, we'll pass that on to you, Phil. So yeah, how can friends or family support somebody that's struggling?
Main thing is listen. The main thing is listen.
That is basically is pretty much one of the things that I've always said. There's been many times people have said to me, how can I support somebody, blah 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 blah, and that's exactly the answer that I've always given, because it's the best way that you can show somebody that you're actually there.
I'm not talking
Do you meet
hypnotherapy.
any adult males
I'm
with
sleepy
gender
now.
dysmorphia? Do you meet many adult males with gender dysmorphia? Interesting question.
Yeah, we have a full range of different clients, yes.
Here we go. You struggle to ask for help.
Notice you're saying
Listen
the
in and
words.
don't lie to them.
Yeah, just to Becca there. Notice you're saying, I struggle to ask for help. That's, as we refer to, the computer controlling you, not you controlling the computer. So you can say to the computer, I want help. Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking yesterday. We actually talked about who controls who with the mind. We did different body parts. If you're moving your hand, who's in control? If you're thinking about something, it's you that's controlling your mind to think about whatever it is that it's thinking about. If you don't want your mind to think about that specific thing, then it's up to you to say to your mind, I want to think about this, rather than your mind saying, I'm going to think about this.
Yeah, someone once said to
Fight the
me that,
machines.
yeah, fight the machines indeed. Someone said people are worried about AI taking over, but in a sense, it already did. This AI in our heads is trying to take over us, and if we can understand that, then we can fight back.
Indeed. It's exhausting. I can understand why it would be. Mason, I'm guessing that you may have a question for Phil. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe.
Keep thinking about
Keep
the
thinking
problem
about
can make
problems and
anything
making it
worse.
worse.
Yeah, because you're in the problem mindset. If you're in that beta mindset, then you can't fix the problem by being in the problem mindset. All you can do is just move into a different mindset.
On cuff, interesting. We could possibly do that one day. We can have a chat about it, mate. Phil bought his psychology degree on TeamU.
I got two.
That's just rude.
Two off there. Two off Teemu. I've had to stop buying off Teemu because it gets quite addictive, don't it? Suddenly.
It does, because they give you so many offers, don't they?
Yeah, and then it doesn't actually follow through with the offer.
No. You press send early. Rude, Mason. Mac, please be respectful. That's all I ask. You take things back to basics and solve it, or it wasn't a problem.
I think it's actually Mac's comment is relevant because it's worth understanding. In Lavender Therapy, there's lots of different therapists. We all have our own skill sets.
Right. Okay. What sort of different skill sets are there in therapy? Because as you know, I'm new to the therapy ideas, so I don't really know a great deal about it. So I know that there's people in the chat that do know a little bit about therapy, whereas I'm completely new to it all.
Yeah, so the standard is the BACP for counselling, and that would generally be person-centered counselling. I'm not a person-centered counsellor. That's not what I am, but that's what people will often expect. When the
Right.
that's not what I am.
Okay. What else have we got? TeamU is just a sales platform. You can buy anything there. There you go.
I think that's
Is there any electrical therapy? So Mac does serve a purpose, maybe. Finding what is right for you, as we're all different, thank goodness. Indeed, someday.
Exactly.
I would be 100% in agreement with that.
Just following on from what we were just talking about, there's things like CBT, person-centered counselling, hypnotherapy, mindfulness practices. There's Wim Hof. Does anybody know Wim Hof? I mean, the Iceman.
Yes,
He's a therapist.
I have heard of Wim.
Yeah, he's a therapist.
He does a lot of meditation stuff, doesn't he? The
Yeah.
breath works.
Yeah.
Max just a troll, indeed.
Yeah, Wim Hof.
You got your degree in Tepito, Mexico. Is that a worldwide recognised degree, Roy? He's a crack.
That could be interpreted in so many different ways.
Yeah. Mason, 100% you are. Always have been, always will be. You still love a plunge. I'm sure you do, mate. I'm sure. I think, Roy, we're going to get you on one day. See how you like it. Tepito is a black market. Uh-oh. A good troll. Yeah, we have one or two of you, Mason. One or two. I don't think Matt's realised who you are, MJ. Dope. Do we have any more questions for Phil? We're just over an hour in.
Well, that went quick.
Isn't that the English way? Sarcasm. Sarcasm definitely is the English way. Or the British way, even. Because the Welsh are the same.
I think I want to go back to one of the questions that was asked of what the purpose of today was. I think, if you remember, we discussed it was to try and bring more positivity. I think that was what we said. We
Indeed,
just want to try and bring in more positivity.
What else have we got? Men's roles and responsibilities within wider society. Men's roles, I don't think, are any different to women's roles these days. We're all just human. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, whatever. We're just humans, aren't we? At the end of the day, you can't sort of give different people different responsibilities when it comes to
Who will win,
life,
England
I guess.
or Norway? Well, we'll find out when it
Ooh,
happens.
that's a close one. I think that's going to be a close one, if I'm honest. I don't watch football. I don't do football at all. But a really good friend of mine is supporting Norway. I really think that's going to be a close match. Mac, you had a warning, mate. Please behave yourself. Hello?
Hey.
Where'd you been?
Outside.
Just seen the comment that apparently
This
my
is fucking history.
voice puts the world to sleep, which is really good. So we can all sleep now in a nice, calming relaxation
Yeah.
and dream about nice things.
Mason would like you to say stairs.
Stairs. Why?
I don't know. I dread to think.
Oh, hang on a minute. I remember Mason.
Yeah, you remember Mason. Mason is obsessed with banging people on the stairs.
Oh, I
What's
realised who.
what's the
It's a
distinct?
calming voice. You should read bedtime stories.
That comment's just gone off about stage hypnosis, so I can't see it now. I don't know. I guess you can.
Yeah. What's the distinction between what you do and stage hypnosis, and why are they both placebos? Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. So with stage hypnosis, somebody pays for a ticket to go to an event because they want entertainment, and therefore that's what they get. When you go to hypnotherapy, generally you'll be saying things like, I want to remove anxiety, I want to remove depression, maybe I want to quit smoking. So that's what you get.
Speaking of smoking, as you all know, you've all been on this journey with me over the last, almost a year now. It's coming up to a year. And I've always smoked. I've always smoked. And there's been a couple of people that will be taking this little journey with me where I'm quitting smoking on Friday next week. And I'm really looking forward to not having that hanging around my neck all the time. as Phil just said, you can go to hypnotherapy and things like that, and it can work. However, I'm doing a different method. I'm using medication, and it's, I believe, an 11-week course to help me quit smoking. So you set a date and you quit smoking on a specific date, and you go from there. So remembering that smoking has lots of different chemicals in it, which can actually bring on some forms of anxiety, because it's sort of, how can I describe it? The nicotine just gives you a kind of a boost, I think. And that in itself can sort of stop any form of relaxation or prevent it up to a point. So if you do smoke, do be mindful of that. Everyone's obsessed with stairs today. Only you, Mason. Only you. Is there triggers for me smoking? Not at all. Not at all. So I'm still smoking at the moment. I still have cigarettes, but they will be gone next week. They will be gone. Do we have any more questions? Calm your beans. Yeah, Max gone. Stopping smoking frees up a lot of time because you would stop to have. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Mummy.
That is very true. Has he run out of water? Has he?
Pardon?
Has he
And,
run out? I can do it,
also,
and I will do it.
the issue smokers have is effectively overnight you're always going through a withdrawal process, so it actually affects your deep sleep. So you're going to sleep
Right.
well over the next few weeks.
Hopefully, I'm praying that it does help.
How should
Sorry, you missed
someone
the guest.
approach?
That's okay, mate.
How should somebody approach therapy to maximize their experience? That's a really good question. I often say to people, if I'm going to therapy, I'm going to say something to my therapist like, "I want you to help me have the best life possible. I want to be the best version of myself, and I want you to assist me to do that." If you go in there saying something
Would he
like,
ask the question?
if you start therapy saying, "I'd like to remove anxiety," as an example, then you're only going to get what you ask for. So what I'd say is ask for big things.
Woody said that Phil was a living proof therapist. How did Phil come to be a therapist, and why?
So I'll do the shorter version. Originally, I was in management, and by doing that, I was managing hundreds of people. So I had management training. Then my wife, who is now, was doing a person-centered counselling training course, and what I recognised was, well, I was just helping her with her homework basically, and when I was helping her with it, I recognised that I kind of already knew the stuff, and I didn't know why, and then I realised that there's transferable skills. So at that point, I got particularly interested in it, and then I started doing some training. Well, initially I started the training on hypnotherapy, and then following that, as part of being a therapist, it's all about actually continually training. You never stop training. You just keep learning more and more and more as you go along.
Yeah. There are approximately 600 ingredients in cigarettes. When burned cigarettes create more than 7,000 chemicals, at least 69, the best number in the world, of these chemicals are known to cause cancer. It's very true. Very true. We're at 28 likes, guys. We've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. We should be doing so much better than that. So don't forget to smash the like, please. If you are new here, smash subscribe as well. It costs you nothing and it helps the channel. Bum, 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 bum. Mason, that was a really silly comment, mate. Very silly.
It's made you smile.
Doesn't work.
It's made you smile.
Yeah. He wanted to stop sniffing shoplifters' bike seats. Do you feel like therapy should be short-term pit stop or an ongoing cycle?
It's what works for the individual. Some people just need check-ins. Some people, I shouldn't say the word need, because nobody needs therapy. That wouldn't be the correct way to put it. It's therapy can be of benefit. So for some people, therapy would benefit them weekly, whereas for some people, it might be checking in every 6 months might be more beneficial to them.
Yeah, definitely. Bodie says, what do you think of Blur?
As in the band, right? Yeah.
The band.
Am I allowed to mention Oasis as well?
You are more than welcome to mention Oasis. I like Oasis. Mason, we're all just as bad. We're all just as bad. It's just rude. Smash that like, guys. We're at 28. We need to be at 69 by now. Come on. Sometimes downloading.
That's good. That's what we need to do. Download.
Yeah, definitely. Do we have any more questions? Someday, do you have any questions? I know, again, it is difficult, but I'm really interested to have a little bit of insight into any questions that you might have. Oh, Mason, I can't believe you went there. That's rebooting now. Nice someday. Nice. We're not going to get into Prince Andrew or Epstein. We're not going to do that.
No, positive. Our focus was positivity today. So I think we should see.
There's a positive. Roy, 69, 69, 69, 69. Rude. Made you all chuckle. Well, more of a cringe, to be fair, Mason. Please, for your edification, tell me who he is. So Phil is the owner of Lavender Therapy, and he is a therapist that has come to join us today and answer any questions that people may have. Andrew keeps it in the family. Oh, God. Oh, dear me. Get these two handsome men off my screen. Scroll away if you don't like. That's okay. We don't mind. Hit the like first, though.
Hypnotherapy and CBT. So cognitive behavioral therapy is going to be done at a cognitive level, whereas hypnotherapy is going to be looking to do work more in a trance level.
So more in depth.
More, you say more in depth?
Yeah, would that be more in depth?
It's different things. With CBT, you're looking at like a process chart. If you know what I mean by process charts. If I think this,
yeah.
I've got these options and these thoughts and these thoughts. So
yeah.
Whereas in hypnotherapy, we're taking you into a trance. It's a completely different world. So
Right.
So CBT is logical work. Hypnotherapy is illogical work. We've got the logical
Right.
part of our mind, the illogical, the rational, the irrational. If you've got issues irrationally, then we need to go into the irrational part of your mind to resolve it.
Yeah.
Too serious.
Let's change the subject from that.
Apparently I'm too serious.
I think we'll be all
Serious
right,
topic.
Mason. I think we'll be all right.
It's a serious topic we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, maybe not when we're talking about the Royals, but yeah. What we normally do, normally do the first sort of hour of Real and Raw, where we sort of talk about a topic, and then from there it will generally move on to general chat about all sorts of different stuff.
It's your show.
So
You decide.
Mason says he likes you. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Irrational thoughts being anxiety. So what I would say with irrational thoughts is everybody has sort of intrusive thoughts. There's nobody that doesn't have them. And what you'll notice is people that suffer with depression and anxiety will notice those intrusive thoughts more than somebody that doesn't. They will come forward more than somebody that doesn't suffer. Heather, good morning. Phil, will you be back? Mason wants to know.
Yeah, pretty sure I'll be back. But also, I mean, we've got other members of the team, haven't we, that we was going to have
We
a
have,
go
yes.
and take some abuse too. I thought I'd take the abuse first. And a lot of love, to be fair,
Somebody
actually.
said we should be serious to help move forward.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I think
Phil's passing on the blame.
passing on the blame to who? I don't do blame. That's low
I'll take the
consciousness.
blame, mate. It's okay. I'll take the blame. I'm
There's
used to
no one
that.
at fault.
My wife blames me for everything. I mean, it's usually me that does everything wrong, but she blames me for everything.
That's
Wait,
not
so
true.
Yes.
did you say it's normally you that does everything?
It's normally me that does everything wrong.
Yeah, he always says I have to do everything in this house. That's what he says.
He who does nothing wrong.
That's very true. Very true.
He who does nothing gets a kick up the backside.
Don't you be getting me in trouble now, Phil. Oh, very boring indeed. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. I'm glad
Could
that
be,
it's such a relaxing place to be. Wifey.
could be more statistical analysis into therapy. The word therapy is such a broad range, and I think it's almost impossible to do statistics with it.
Good question there from Roy. When would hypnotherapy not be recommended? Major concerns and cautions, maybe red flags, perhaps.
Yes, so that one of the obvious ones is if someone's suffering with schizophrenia, is could be of concern.
Okay. What about borderline personality disorder, bipolar, things like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Would
this is
that
the
also be a similar flag?
so this is the textbook. So what I'm saying is textbook would say. In my opinion,
Right.
it depends how you conduct it. If we understand it from a perspective of the fact that every 90 minutes, if I've got the statistic right, it could be slightly different, but every 90 minutes we go into a state of hypnosis. So you know when you're driving your
Yeah.
car and all of a sudden you're like, oh, how did I get from here to here? There's that little gap.
Yeah. You get
That's
that sometimes, don't you?
Awesome.
When you're driving and then you think, how did I get from here to here?
Usually because I'm thinking.
Did I go through that red light?
I know I've concentrated, but I'm thinking ahead and planning.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
So,
Leanne does that as well.
yeah, so we have these little mini breaks with our mind regularly throughout the day. So hypnosis is a natural state. It's a natural state that we go in naturally.
Yeah. You sleep well, but when you wake up, the nightmares begin. Okay. Roy, don't be naughty. We're not. Don't offer Roy a spanking. He will enjoy it. Justin, good morning. Hypnotherapy is probably always a good tool because it's used by the practitioner to get past mental blocks and into the subconsciousness.
Yeah, and you can refer to. Can you remember what happened yesterday when I did the hypnotherapy on you? So you got a visualization, yeah, and was
Yeah.
able to process a mental block.
So so going back to that, like yesterday, I had a visualization that sort of we moved away from, or it moved away from us. Would that be opening the door to going into something more in depth with hypnotherapy?
Can you rephrase that question?
Yeah. So would that seeing that visualization for me, would that be sort of opening the door to something that could be a trauma from the past or something like that, to be able to talk about and open up about that sort of thing?
Yeah. So first of all, understand what happened was illogical. Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
not trying to make logical sense of it. It's abstract. We've got this abstract part of our mind. All we know is there was a thing in your subconscious that was, if you remember, it was making you tense, and was able to do a visualization, and then you was able
Yeah.
to let go of that visualization, which, if you remember, it caused you said that your shoulders suddenly relaxed after that.
Yeah.
What we can't do is explain it logically, because it's not logical.
Right. Colin, hi, how you doing? Somebody said I've been noticing that I have moved from one place to another with unknown how I got there. Sorry. I also have to feel the ground under my feet, so shoes are a no. Grounding is an important thing, I think.
I think it takes out the static out your body.
Yeah. So he fell into it and failed upwards. I don't know what you mean on cuff. Many people see hypnotherapy in different ways, and it's still interesting. Thank you. Do you feel that therapy can do as much harm as good if delivered incorrectly? And if so, when should the psychologist be responsible and cut ties to protect the patient? That's an interesting question.
What I'd do is encourage the client to take responsibility for themselves. If I went
Yeah.
to a mechanic's to fix the car and it didn't work, I just wouldn't go to that mechanic again. If you're getting
Agreed.
benefit from therapy, then continue. If you're not getting benefit from therapy, then simply don't, or try somebody else.
Need or forced? On cuff, I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're asking, mate. I don't think it's passes any blame on at all.
Don't do blame at all. Blame's a
Want to?
conscious level. We don't need to blame. We don't need guilt. We don't need shame. We don't need humiliation.
Mason, on cuff isn't in a position to work, mate. He's not able to do so. Smash that like, guys, please. Let's get it up to 69. The sooner we get to 69, the sooner we can go beyond it. 69 is a very good number. How far away does he live from me? Because his accent is different. Phil's a northerner, but I'm a northerner as well. It's just that my accent is completely different because I've been all over the place. He's in the States, mate. You can't help him. What kind of effects does smoking have on mental health?
It's going to vary to the person, but it's going to create anxiety. It's going to take up a lot of brain space, and it's going to mean that you're not going to be able to go into deep sleep as much as you otherwise would be able to. You have to consider, for some people, smoking might work for them. So for some people, it might not. I don't think we have to assume that smoking is bad for everybody.
Mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Have I missed anything? I think that's all. Can you check the question, please? Let me double check, mate. Channel activity. Yeah, I think that was answered. Getting medicated. That's an interesting one that may be worth talking about as well. Many of the subscribers use marijuana to help them. Now, I know that there's a difference in CBD and THC. Is it something that you would recommend?
Me, I wouldn't recommend anything. I'm looking for the
You
client.
wouldn't?
Yeah, it's not for me to recommend something. It's for me to understand what's best for the client. It's all about recognizing that you know yourself better than anybody else. It's not.
Indeed.
Yeah. See, there's a good example. That person just said they have racing, anxious thoughts at night. A little smoke calms them down enough to get sleep. You know,
Indeed.
who are we to judge?
Jess, when you say smoke, do you mean cigarettes?
Nobody's recommending anything in response to that.
If you recommend the green shorty, it makes you a dealer. You need shrooms. You like this dude. I'm glad to hear it, Roy. Oh, cannabis. Okay, so when you smoke cannabis, if you do it within reason, because bearing in mind that THC can bring on more anxiety, the CBD in cannabis will help you relax. So if you was to buy, instead of getting cannabis that is raw, THC, CBD, everything included, you can actually get cannabis with only CBD in it. You may find it worthwhile to use that instead, which is available through Medicaid. I can't remember the name actually, but there are medical cannabis places that can supply that if it goes through your doctor. It can, Matt. It can, and that's the THC. So the THC in cannabis is the one that gives you the high, which will, if overused, will bring on more anxiety, which can then lead to your depression getting worse. So as that gives you the high, the CBD in it brings you down and calms you down. So it's always worthwhile looking into that rather than just smoking run of the mill marijuana,
I think the
cannabis.
thing to consider there is when someone having something like cannabis, what it is they're looking to actually achieve. And what I'd say is meditation's just a better way of achieving the same thing.
Okay. Indica strains only, sativa strains didn't help. What I've just said about cannabis is about as much as I know. So I can't give you any advice on cannabis, really. But what I've just said is basically the limit of my knowledge on it. You must stay and keep me sane. There you go, on cuff. You've got to stay and look after someday.
So I was put there, honestly, I can't stand meditation. That you must not understand what meditation is then. So meditation is simply focusing on one thing at one time.
You need the right treatment at the right time for the right patient from the right administrator. Very true, Jess. Very true. I'm not going to go into that one, Roy.
Just saying,
I'm definitely not going to go into that one.
just doesn't
It
work
just doesn't
for me.
work for you.
I have to find other methods. I understand what you're saying there. So meditation will work for you. It's just the way you do meditation. So some people, I would say, reading a book is like a form of meditation. So it might be reading a book is what works for you. It might be going for a walk in the forest that goes for you. It doesn't mean having to sit cross-legged and humming and doing it's what meditation is, finding your meditation. Like lying down on a beach in the sun. That could be listening to the waves. That could be your meditation.
Yeah. What would your meditation be, Beast? If you was to sit and meditate?
I can't sit. I'd have to walk through and listen to the wind and the leaves with a dog.
With a dog?
Yeah.
You'd have to have a dog
Or
for
ride
life.
a horse.
Or a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a secret smoke. It's not secret. I've never done secret on there. You know that. I am what I am. I actually think that the reason a lot of you like to come to the channel is because I am what I am. You see me as I am. I'm straight shooting. So yeah, I don't do anything secretly. I'm just staying out of the way.
That's a fib.
What do I do secretly?
At my chocolate.
I told you about it, so it wasn't a secret.
After the fact.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you when I'm doing it, am I? You can't steal someone's chocolate and tell them that you're doing it. Meditation is about humming. It's breath and awareness and present, not past or future. Yeah, it's not about humming.
Oh, it can be.
Unless that's what you were trying to say.
It
Can be, but it's not in
it's not.
general.
It's not limited to that. That's the point.
Yeah. Oh, Mason, are we both depressed? Not at all. Keep it.
Yeah.
Not at all. That's not what the channel's about, mate. You relate.
I go
So
with,
the channel is about. Sorry, Phil. Go on.
I like Jim Kerr's take on depression, as in deep rest. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
Did you know that a snail can sleep up to 3 years?
Really?
3 years a snail can sleep. So that's, imagine now you slept for 3 years. You think you'd wake up depressed?
Probably because I've missed 3 years of my life.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily know in that moment. You just wake up and you just see the
Yeah,
sky,
that's true. Yeah.
and you'd be fully rested.
Wes, good morning. Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you. Roy, why are you confused? MedWeb to get more information. Yes, someday. Thank you. You can't sleep 10 minutes.
Yeah.
3 years
3
in
years
the
in the
sun.
It'd be a raisin.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Wes, I don't think I should be speaking to you after what you did yesterday. Wes shaved his beard off yesterday. I almost didn't recognise him. Oh, you don't understand the snail. Deep rest is a necessity indeed. It is.
Yeah, and the question is
Confused
if
with another chat.
it might be about understanding. Well, I know I need deep rest, but how do I get that deep rest?
It'll be back in a week. Oh, dear me. France ate all the snails, maybe. At least you're in the coolest fuck club, my boy. Emotional, exhausting, takes away my rest or peace. At that point, I withdraw. Yeah.
If you eat lots of snails, does it make you sluggish?
Only if you stamp on them first.
Rob.
Speaking of snails, let me introduce George. This is George. George is a snail.
Okay.
A little snail that I carved that belongs to Claire in the chat. At some point, I need to get it posted out to her over in New Zealand. But this is George, the fastest snail in the world.
Yeah.
If we was to stamp on him, he would become a slug. Mine, yeah, it's George.
Just something that meditation will allow me short bursts of deep rest. What I recommend is if you set a timer, say if you do a short burst of 10 minutes, the next time set a timer for 15 minutes, set a time for 20 minutes, and extend it out. If you set that timer, what it stops your mind doing is thinking, oh, how long have I been meditating for? It enables you to really get into it without having to think about time.
Yeah. Get it posted. Yeah, as Roy said, I posted a bowl that I'd carved out to Roy, and it's still not there. I've sent several emails now, Roy, and they're not replying. Did you try the mallet method? It doesn't work. I tried. You was chatting with another person in the chat. Sorry, no worries, on cuff, not a problem. Don't meditate, do Rodango. What's that? Mallet meditation. I think it's where someone smashes you over the head with a mallet, Wes. Nice carving talent. Thank you. So this is what I do to occupy my mind. It's just a hobby that I do to keep myself occupied.
Has anyone heard of a damn it doll?
A what doll?
A damn it doll. And
No.
that could be the same as the mallet thing. It's actually really effective.
Mallet over the head.
Yeah, it's a damn it doll. If you don't know what it is, if anyone wants to just search it, highly recommend damn it dolls, particularly
Let's have a look.
to menopausal women. It's very effective.
Oh, we'll have to get one of them for the wife then. Let's have a look.
What?
Damn it, doll. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Freaky little dolls with voodoo charm that can take a whacking. Yeah, definitely going to get one of them for the wife.
I do gardening instead.
No, what my wife does is she will drop something, instantly lose her temper, kick it across the room and tell it to fuck off, is what my wife does.
Yeah.
As do others in the chat.
Rob, don't divulge all my secrets.
Are we sitting across the table from each other? Not at all, mate. Not at all. Do we have the same painter? Same colours is a normal thing in the UK to keep colours neutral for most people, at least.
What background?
Yeah,
Oh.
similar colour walls. I think mine's darker.
That's dust, darling.
Is
I'm
it?
in my
Is that what it is?
I'm in my office.
I'm
Here I
guessing
am.
that your walls are magnolia.
Yeah.
Ours are clotted cream, darling.
Yeah, clotted cream in here.
Not advanced to that level yet.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Magnesia. Magnolia is so much easier.
Why?
CBD for the body. Why?
Mm.
Because it's cheaper and you can just paint over it straight away. Where you make me get paint that's like 30 quid a tin, you can buy a massive tin of magnolia for like 15 quid and you can do every room in the house. CBD's for the body, THC's for the brain. Oncuff, I think you might be a little bit behind on the live. Just double check that, mate. If somebody can put that in the comments for me, please. I think you might be a bit behind. CBD and CBG. I don't know what CBG is. Is it cabbage? You're smouldering an agreeable grey.
What was that doll called?
A damn it doll.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, damn it doll. There's loads available and they're not expensive. I'm definitely going to get one for you. But you're not allowed to hit me with it. May I recommend Shattered to a whiskey? I wouldn't recommend whiskey. It's part of cannabis. Okay. Yeef, good morning.
Funny little things, aren't they?
It might help you. It's a bit like a stress ball, isn't it? Yeah, you know, where the likes of you and I would sit with a stress ball in our hands. Menopausal women like to whack things, don't they?
No, I do angry cleaning.
When? You're never home. You're always at work.
When I am home.
So if you was at work and you was like all menopausal and moody and I'm not there to throw chocolate at you. You can get a whack damn it doll.
Do you believe therapy should have an age restriction? What, up or down? No over 60s or no one? Which way? Maybe after 80.
Oncuff can't keep up. That's okay, mate. What's your opinion on napping midday? You're a daily napper. If you need a nap, you need a nap.
I used to.
I try not to nap.
I don't do it now, but I used to split my day into two. So I'd start early, say do 5 till 1 o'clock, and then rather than a nap though, I'd call it a meditation. So a more focused, controlled nap. And then I'd wake up at say 3 o'clock, and it'd be like a new day. So it's like I got 2 days for the price of one.
Excuse me. Here
Which
it
ended me to
goes.
sleep.
Started already. Medication makes me yawn. Bum, 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 bum. How are you doing, Lizzie? More balanced cannabis now available as more is known about the plant. I mean, it's natural, isn't it? It's a natural remedy for some things. The same as dandelions, whether it be the flower, the plant, or the root. They've all got different uses. So natural remedies also can be helpful.
We just have to, there is risks. There's risks of people having psychosis. There's risks of having paranoia. It's an understanding
Yeah.
that there is risk associated to cannabis. I
Cocoa leaves.
was only joking, by the way, to that comment. So what I'm really asking is, do you believe children should have therapy? And I knew that. I was just making a joke. I would always, if a child was having therapy, personally, I'd always ask the parent to be there.
Yeah. I think it's important to do so for yourself and for them.
Yeah.
Claire says that she does that. You call it a cat nap for 20 minutes and feel so much better. There you go.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
None of that in your family. What do you mean someday? None of what? Do we have any more questions from the chat? Is my chat frozen? No, everybody else is just frozen.
Getting close to finishing now, aren't we? So we're in the last bit. So should we
we've got 15 minutes left.
Shall we sing a song maybe to finish it?
What do you want to sing? Should we sing some Queen?
Well, Queen, Galileo.
Another One Bites the Dust. Psychosis or schizophrenic? Okay, I'm with you. This many people and 2 hosts is a bit much for me. Good morning, night. I live about a mile from the ocean. Nice. Dun, dun, dun. Lizzie, I wouldn't worry about Sam. I think she may have blocked you. I would just move on from that, mate. Kumbaya, I'm definitely not singing Kumbaya.
We get requests.
Do you know what? I was singing this morning.
What was you singing this morning?
But you know, my radio loses reception
Yeah.
when I get high up on the moor.
Yeah.
I found myself singing, "She'll be coming round the mountain when she
Mountains
comes."
Shall we go? Keep going. Yeah,
Yeah, go on, carry on.
that was good.
I was totally unaware of it, and then all of a sudden,
Uncle, thank you, Uncle. Don't forget, guys, we're at an hour and 20 minutes in. No, we're not.
Minutes.
We're deeper in that. An hour and 40 minutes in. We've got 20 minutes to go, or 10 minutes to go now. So an hour and 50 minutes in. Smash the like. We're at 37. We need to be aiming at least 50. We've got about 10 minutes left. So keep smashing the like. We need to get it up to at least 50. That's 38. Keep it coming, guys. We should be way above this by now. I'm so disappointed. Is there a therapy specifically for dudes with terrible accents? Marley!
What there is this
Marley's
headphone.
had his treats this morning. Sorry?
There's a solution to that. It's headphones.
Headphones. Indeed. Wes, that's me. My accent is amazing.
oh,
Your
yes.
accent is terrible.
It's brilliant. I love it.
Absolutely terrible. It is the worst fake British accent I've ever heard in my life.
Wes is very posh.
Very posh, is he?
He is, darling, sweetie. What?
Yeah. Is it lavender time? Speech therapy is a thing. I could do with some of that. My accent is amazing, you admit. Thank you, Wes. Do we have any more questions? There's only 13 people left in here today, so is there any more questions that anybody would like to ask? I still have a couple of questions if people would like me to continue with those. Don't forget, the link for Lavender Therapy is in the live description below. Do feel free to go and visit and see if Lavender Therapy can help you with whatever therapy you need, whether it be trauma therapy, whether it be for depression, anxiety, relationship counseling. It's all available, including hypnotherapy, which we've talked quite a lot about today, which has been quite interesting. Is there anything that you'd like to add to that, Phil?
No, I think you said that exactly perfectly. I got an interesting question for people. So, is there anybody in this chat that would believe that they are perfect? I'm just interested to know.
What was the question?
Is there anybody in the chat that believes that they are perfect?
No.
I don't think there's any such thing as perfection, is there?
Isn't there? Let's explore that topic. Shall we start that topic? Yeah. So, have you ever had a perfect moment in your life?
Perfect moment.
Perfect moments is different, but believing that something is perfect, we strive for perfection. I think we all strive for perfection, but even when we do something that is as close to perfect as it can possibly be, we will always find something that could be improved.
You can have a perfect moment.
Wes does it. He says he is absolutely perfect.
Wes is absolutely perfect. Not anymore. You shaved your beard off. What a silly thing to do. Are we gooners? No, we're not gooners. Are you? That's a rude question.
How can therapy help someone who has seen so many things, who take their own lives, and how would you get through it? Therapy can help in many different ways. What I would say is you'd have to be worked on as an individual. So we need to understand individually how you function, how your mind works, and what's right for you. So what works for one person doesn't work for the other person.
Wes said there's no other me that has ever been me better than me in the history of time. How could that not be perfect?
That's a high conscious answer. Just to be clear, that's a high conscious answer.
Wes is a very clever man. A very clever man.
Did you notice, Rob, you said you think we're striving for perfection? That sounds like anxiety.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's more a case of I know that no matter how good we are, there's always room for improvement.
Oh, so what you're saying is we can always improve.
Indeed.
Yeah,
So
that's
there'll never be
perfect.
perfection. We can always improve.
Do you not appreciate the happiness you feel?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you believe that we can always improve? What I would say is that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I see your point. It's perfect knowing that you can improve yourself.
Yeah, you're behaving in a perfect way. Yeah. The reason I raise that is because if you think about it, if we want to be at complete peace, everything has to be perfect.
Right. Cuff, do you find that helps your mental health? Ruby, good morning. Lee, good morning.
Well, this person says they enjoy working on bicycles. Does that mean they're delivering stuff when they're working, or actually?
No.
Mechanics.
Working on the actual bicycle. Yeah. We're both perfect for each other. Thanks. Well, maybe Phil's my husband. You wouldn't know that, would you? You never know. Should you call 911? I wouldn't advise that.
For what purpose?
Yeah, why would you call 911? That's a good question, actually. You got your remote control fan on full blast. If you think you're perfect or know everything, you stop growing. That's very true. Some thrive when faced with challenges.
I don't agree with what you just said.
What?
If you think you're perfect, you'll stop growing.
I didn't say it. I was reading it out. If you think you're perfect or know everything, you stop growing. Some thrive when faced with new challenges.
You never stop knowing. You always learn every day.
You do. You do.
I am in awe of what I learn every day. It surprises me pleasantly. Sometimes shocks the shit out of me, but you know, something's really obvious.
Oncuff loves his bikes. Indeed. What do I do for a living? This is what I do for a living. Yeah. Is the reason that you're asking silly questions your way of deflecting from the way you're feeling? Oncuff, you've got 13 bikes. The police are cold. They do not care. The government does not care. Oh. There you are. I lost you for a second. The police are cold. They don't care. The government doesn't care. They'll hurt you if they had a bad call just before they come over. You're not to trust the police. Why are we talking about the police?
If you're calling for
I
help,
think I'm going to jump off now because when that thing just happened, that I can hardly hear you for some reason. Something just changed on the stream.
Okay, Phil. No worries.
So I'll jump off now. But yes, thank
Thank
you.
you very much for taking part of today, mate. I really appreciate it. And again, congratulations on winning Therapist of the Year award.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Take care, mate.
And
Bye
enjoy
for
your
now.
weekends.
You too, mate. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, there we are, guys. What do we think? Did you have a good Q&A with Phil? No, I'm just little in the corner on my own, aren't I? All by myself. Bum, 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 bum. Your turn. Phil is Philly. You are silly. Next weekend. What's next weekend?
your birthday.
My birthday's next weekend, yeah.
You're gonna be 50.
I'm dreading next weekend.
Why?
I'm going to be 50. You enjoyed Phil? I'm glad, Wes. Do I know your cock? No, I don't know your cock. I don't want to know your cock either. Thank you, Sam. You're all sick. How you doing? Do I know the guy fastest first? I do, yes. You knew you had a feeling something was next weekend. Me, my birthday.
And I'm taking the weekend off for you.
I know.
Trying to, anyway.
What do you mean trying to? I can't Floyd. Hello. You've changed your name because I don't recognise that name. Who am I talking to and who is she? It's my wife. Phil was a good addition. I'm glad you think so someday. That's I'm really pleased that you think that. That's a massive thing for you to say. Next weekend, Wes. Next weekend.
I'm going to make you a cake.
Oh yeah, you're going to make me a chocolate cake.
If you'd like a chocolate cake, I'll make you a chocolate cake.
I'd like a chocolate cake and a cheesecake, please. And the Battenberg.
Oh, now you're pushing it.
Just in case you forget. Phil, real and raw. Hope you both make love together. Of course, she's my wife, silly. The blowjobs have gone, but We don't get them no more.
Oh,
They seem to disappear when you get married.
that's not true.
Sometimes.
They just get sparse.
Sparse, yeah, sparse. Phil's gone, you missed it. You was making some toast. That's okay, mate. You didn't miss anything in particular.
It was interesting.
It was very interesting, yeah. They make love, it's just not the same. Steak and blowy night. Yeah, but the problem with steak and blowy night some days, I've got to make the steak myself. I don't have to blow myself. I can't do that.
Now you're lowering the tone, Rob.
I didn't. Someday did.
Someday.
Someday. Anne Widdecombe has been murdered in Devon at home. I know, mate. She was dead on Thursday. They found her yesterday. And they've arrested a 26-year-old male.
And released him. No
Have they
further
released him, have they?
inquiries, Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. I didn't start it, Sam. Rude. So rude. Rude. Buy a paper towel and use the roll. That's not a blowy, is it? Get working on that flexibility. Yeah, no. My belly would be in the way. I'd have to get a few ribs removed, like Prince did. Look at you feeling all, yeah.
Pardon?
You're like, yeah.
I know, I've got this.
Very, very informative indeed, Woody. It was really good to have him
I learned a lot from that.
on the live. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Dave.
Hello.
Hello. She's looking very beautiful today. She's wearing a dress. I'm waiting for her to go upstairs and I'm going to follow her. Oh, I'm running out of coffee. Oh, no. You got to go and clean up the shop. Oh, mate. I'm so disappointed in US.
Why?
He shaved his beard off.
So?
I didn't recognise him.
How can you not?
Well, because he didn't have his beard.
He's awesome and distinctive. You'd recognise him anyway.
No, he looked
Yeah,
completely
no.
different. He's got a really strong chin. That doesn't mean it's big, but it's strong. He's got a really strong chin.
Jawline.
No, it's just his chin.
Yeah?
His jawline I'm used to seeing, but I'm not used to seeing his chin, and it's just strong. You like the play suit Dave was wearing? You want one? Where did you get your play suit from?
What?
You're all in one. Jumpsuit.
Oh, that I had on the other day. Shein,
Shein.
I think.
Knocked off 20 years. What are we doing? Oh, look at the state of this. What are we doing this for?
Oh, I'm itching my hand.
You're making your boobies go like that when you move.
Yeah, because gravity's taking hold. I must.
I got the dimple, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
Fastest cake in the world. In truth, you're never doing it again. I don't blame you. I'm keeping the beard. I know, I'm sweating like a bitch. And that's with antiperspirant, which just tells you how hot it is here today.
It's frustrating.
I'm not going out in that garden doing
I
anything out
wanted to
there.
go out and do gardening. That's why I went outside, but I soon had to come back in.
We'll get shopping now, Dave. Do you want anything while I'm there?
Ooh, some chocolate eclairs, please.
I don't think that they sells chocolate eclairs on Shein.
Oh. No,
It's the wife making me sweat. Oh, yes.
Mm.
Hot stuff, mate. Hot stuff.
Oh. Did you feel that breeze? Oh.
Did you fart?
No, not this time.
Well, guys, that's it from me today. I've run over a little bit. We only reached 42 likes, which is a shame. It would have been nice to have at least reached 50. But thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate you all. Stay real. Stay raw. See you soon. Bye for now, guys. Thank you.